Go for it.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. I should say welcome back because I know you're returning. You've seen other episodes. Well, if this is your first episode, I say welcome. Welcome to Joe Code episode 192. Excited to report. Hopefully you did watch my last episode. We talked about me flying secretly to Chicago to surprise my dad for his 70th birthday party. And Aaron, I must say, it went great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the photos.
And I have to say, this was probably the greatest weekend I've had in recent memory. It truly was fantastic. Not only did we have my dad's surprise 70th, but we also had the following day a good family friend of mine's surprise 40th birthday.
Oh, wow.
Which I didn't know about until a couple days before because my friend's dad had found out that I was going to be in town. Otherwise, he wouldn't have told me about it because he figured, like, yeah, Joe's not going to fly in for, this party. But I was already in town. So back-to-back surprise parties, just a weekend full of love and drinks and a little too much Jaeger, I'll say. We were getting a little Jaeger happy.
Did they have a Jaegerator?
Well, no, but very ice cold Jaeger.
Oh, okay.
Because I had brought up to my friend that, like, if I'm going to do a shot, I do Jaeger. And so he did one, and he's like, he like fell in love with it all over again. And we're like, oh. And now he's like, oh, man, now we're. So, every half hour, I had a glass of Jaeger in my hand that someone just handed to me.
Oh, wow.
But no, I probably only did about, hopefully, 3.
Did they have Malort?
They must have, but I'm not doing that. That's going to stay on my freaking face. But yeah, my dad made out like a bandit because he got at the party. We didn't have, we say no gifts, but of course people are bringing. He probably got like over $1,000 in nice restaurant gift cards. Like we're talking like good steakhouses and
That's great.
yeah. So
He's earned it.
oh man, yeah, he sure did. Yeah, that was. Yeah, that was a good, it was a wonderful thing to do and just to see all my family and friends and, yeah, truly just a special weekend.
Did he get any Taco Bell gift cards?
He,
He has strong opinions.
Yeah, he definitely, he would definitely put that to use if that was in the pile. But, yeah, awesome time. And all right, we got a fun guest today. This guy, he gets it. He's a young guy. He just got hired at the Comedy Store. Very funny. He really has showcased his talents already. Like they do, like every other Sunday night at the Comedy Store, we do this open mic where people will basically compete for a spot on our Monday potluck show, which they get a chance to be in front of the woman who books the Comedy Store. And this guy won it several times before he finally was made a door guy. So hats off to you and welcome to the show, Luke Binkow.
Hello. What a kind intro.
Yeah, that
Thank
was
you.
a great intro, I must say.
It was a great intro. I'm glad to be
so you're welcome for that.
on the pod. So that's nice. That's cool about hearing about you in Chicago. I love my mom's from Chicago. Half my family's from Chicago.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
I love Chicago. I'm a Cubs fan.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. That's awesome to hear, Luke. I love that.
Love Chicago.
That's a great start to the show. I'm
Gross.
Yeah, Aaron's a Cardinals fan, so.
Okay, well, I mean, when it comes to a lot of Chicago sports, I spent a lot of my childhood in Chicago, so that's where I attach to most sports. But I'm a Kings hockey fan. Is like my true. That's what I care about.
That's cool. I
most.
respect that.
Yeah, not a Blackhawks fan.
So basically, how about football? You're just Cubs and Kings
Football's
mostly?
like I don't really care. But
Okay.
if the Bears won, I would be way more hyped. Like if the Bears won a Super Bowl,
Oh, I don't know.
I would be way
Get the Jaeger ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd be way more hyped than if like the Rams or like whatever.
Yeah. All right. That's awesome to hear, man.
Yeah.
And it is Binkow, right? Or is it
Binkow.
Binkow? Yeah. because it's spelled B-I-N-K, like Binkow,
I know.
B-I-N-K-O-W, but it is Binkow.
Yeah, I think it's like some Russian origin where it used to be Binkovich or
Luke
something.
Binkow.
Yeah.
Silent W.
Yes. Russian Jew.
Okay. Well, welcome. And yeah, you've won that.
I won it, I think, 3 times.
Good job, man.
Thank you.
We're happy to have you. You are a bit younger than me. You're 24.
24 years, yes.
I'm 41. Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I'm 41. You're 24. So, yeah, I grew up in the generation of, like, Hootie and the Blowfish. And, you know, you grew up in the generation of just people that blow fish.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I think I saw that on TikTok or something. You guys are out there. Oh, we're going fishing, and then now we catch the fish, then we blow it, and then we throw it back. It's probably one of your challenges. Not saying you took part in it, but yeah, we're glad to have you here. Yeah, I like the younger generation. You guys get a bad rap for not working hard, but I don't think that's a generational thing. I think that's just a how you were brought up thing. So I appreciate you. I'm training you tonight.
Correct.
On one of our job positions at the Comedy Store. So I'm going to be working with you closely. So watch what I do.
Yes. I'll be learning how to run people's credit cards and charge them for tickets and merch and T-shirts.
Yeah. So I need to get this out. I want to get my show promotion out quick.
Get it out there.
There's a announcement. The date of our next Bros Before Joe's show has changed. We were given a beautiful thing. It changed from Wednesday late night to now Friday, March 14th, 8 p.m. show.
Wow.
Thank you. Beautiful time slot.
That is a great time slot.
It's great. Friday, March 14th. Pi Day, St. Patrick's Day weekend.
Louis C.K. will also be there, I think, that night.
Oh, really? Is that the night of his show?
Yeah, so maybe he'll pop in.
All right, I'm going to check the calendar on that. But, yes, we're excited to have a Friday night show. We're all going to be there. Me, Chad, JT, Kevin, Strider, Jesse, Jetski Johnson, and then 1 or 2 more comedians to be named. But tickets are on sale now.
It could be me. I could be one of those people.
Well, you might open the show.
I could open the show. I could be booked on a real spot on the show.
Well, you also could, but yeah, people have asked me that, but don't get greedy.
I didn't ask for it. I'm telling the fans that it could be me. There's a chance. There's 2 comedians who haven't been named. It could be me.
Yeah, I guess technically it could be, but I'm telling you right now that it's not going to be.
Well, there's no way to know for sure.
Yeah, except it's coming from the horse's ass, or I mean the horse's mouth.
Well, the only way to know for sure is to buy a ticket and go to the show.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
So
if you're a fan of myself, make sure you go to that show and see if I'm on it, and then if I'm not, talk to Joe after.
Yeah. So, but yeah, please get tickets. We're excited to, we're excited to do the show. So, Luke,
yep.
I wanted to ask you, what are you paying for internet these days? I'm getting kind of sick of these prices.
Okay, well, honestly, I don't know because
must be nice.
I was living with my mother and she was paying the internet, and then I moved out of my mother's house due to unforeseen circumstances, and now I live with my girlfriend, and my girlfriend pays for the internet as well. So not totally.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm really sorry to hear about. I know what happened with your house. Like, we don't have to talk about it, but
that's fine. My house burned down. I burned my house down. I didn't do it, but it happened.
In the Palisades
yes.
fire, yeah.
Pretty, out of all the fires to be in, that was a pretty good one. So grateful for that. Otherwise, not so grateful. But point being, still haven't paid for internet. So I don't know, $60.
Okay. Did you grow up in that area, like when you guys came to L.A.?
I grew up in, like, Santa Monica area.
Oh, okay, nice.
I claim Santa Monica. That's, like, where I see, like, my childhood of, like, oh, this is where I grew up.
Sure.
And then they moved to the Palisades when I was, like, still young, like, in, like, the top half of elementary school or something
Beautiful
like that.
Beautiful area. I'm really sorry about what happened to the community. And they will rebuild.
Yes.
So, Wait, what were you just saying right before that?
You were saying how much you pay for internet.
Oh, yeah.
60
So I
bucks?
pay $76.
Yeah.
But I like how it starts low, like 50, 55, then after a year it goes up. Like, what do they think? This internet is like an NFL quarterback? Like, oh, it's performed well for a year. Now we got to re-sign them to more money. It's like, no, you're doing the same thing. You're not putting up numbers. Okay, you didn't do anything extra special for me. So it's not like, oh, I'm due money now. Look what I did for you for a year. Such bullshit.
And I think the way that some of the
Hey,
internet...
restructure my deal now. You got to get on YouTube for a year. Wasn't that nice? How did that go for you? Give me more money now.
And I think they have a monopoly.
Okay,
on certain
what are you,
areas.
Matthew Stafford? Sorry, just 'cause I was on the way here, and I know the Rams just restructured his deals just for a lack of a.
So are you Matthew Stafford in this situation, or is it the internet?
No, the internet is.
Okay, yeah. And so you're like the owner who's gonna have to pay. You're like, what? Okay, yeah. But yeah, I think they have monopolies in certain areas too, where it's like there are certain areas where it's like you can only have like Spectrum internet, and you have no option, so they can just really gouge you.
Yeah.
But
So, Luke, I don't know how familiar. Are you familiar with this pod at all? Did you do any kind of looking things up?
honestly, I listened to like half an episode with the amazing Joey Cerrone.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Joey Cerrone,
Nice.
one of the funniest door guys of all time,
Yeah.
of all who's ever lived. But so I got the gist of it loosely, but feel free to refresh me.
Yeah, no, I just want to tell you it's the podcast of food, beer, and men is the main
That's cool.
things we do here.
I was drinking beer last night. It was good.
Oh, nice. What kind?
I don't know. You know what I've been a big thing on is I'm sick of being picky with my orders of stuff.
So to get like beer flights.
Well, no, I just went to the bar and was like, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
give me an IPA. That's good. You're the
Nice.
bartender. You're the specialist. I trust you. Just give me a bit. Like, just give me a beer. I won't be upset. no
Well,
matter what.
I don't know how much studying they're doing of where the beers are from, and
Yeah.
but
well.
do you ever get a beer flight? You ever?
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
that?
Oh yeah.
I would. I'm not a big fan of the beer flight. I feel like it's gonna crash.
I mean, right now especially.
Yeah, it's a little dangerous. I don't know who's piloting this thing. So that's a really good joke for a podcast.
That's a good joke. I think that could work on stage.
No, it's not. I'm not gonna.
Just worried it's gonna crash.
I mean, I mean, I feel like I can maybe work that in at a certain point in a set. I don't mean to be on my phone, but
I think even the Spectrum thing's kind of a bit.
well, maybe.
That's true.
I'm
But-
trying to pull up your Instagram right now because I usually do some stalking of people when they come on
pull
here,
up my
and I
Instagram.
realized that was the one thing with you that I didn't do.
Didn't care about me as a guest. That's totally fine. Totally fine. Whatever.
No, I had other stuff planned, but I just wanted to see if there's anything on here that might catch my eye. But
I'm not good with my Instagram, honestly. I'm a big archiver. You ever archive your posts? You ever do that? Where
no,
you
what's the
can,
point
like,
of that?
You can like make your post come off your account, and then you can decide when it goes back on. You're not deleting it, but you're
Oh.
like putting it away. I do that a lot, where I'm just like, I don't like the structure. You know, as a cool guy, I got to make sure that my Instagram looks cool.
Yeah, you are cool. I don't know if I've deleted posts. I just leave them up there. I think I have like over 500 posts or whatever.
Yeah, I've got like 30.
Here, let me give you a. I do this thing now. I like to give people like basic IQ tests,
Okay.
kind of test people's intelligence,
Okay. Suck your dad's dick or let your mom die.
because you just never know. Yeah, not that.
Okay.
Who does that? That's not a that's not a test of intelligence.
Okay.
So, the company. Have you ever heard of the company U-Haul?
Yeah.
Do you know why they call it that?
Because you're the one who's hauling all the stuff.
Okay. Good. I would love to stump somebody on that.
I did think like it can't be this easy. There's no way. Do you know why it's called FedEx?
Well, I know it stands for Federal Express.
Okay, well, I'd love to stump someone on one of those.
No, but that I don't know why they would call it that. But like I did. Okay, we'll talk a little music here. So, you said you're a fan of '90s fashion. You're wearing indoor soccer shoes that a lot of people used to wear at the local Park Ridge Community Center where I grew up,
Okay.
playing freaking indoor soccer with a neon, basically blown up tennis ball. Do you remember those?
Dope.
Freaking indoor soccer ball.
Yes. Those were dope.
Do you know 90s music? Are you familiar with the turn of like 1991 when you had basically Nirvana, Soundgarden, you had Pearl Jam, you had Metallica, you had Smashing Pump, basically all exploding on the scene.
Yeah. I really like Smashing Pumpkins. I really like the
Yeah.
Pixies. I really like I don't know. Third
Okay.
Eye Blind.
Yeah,
That's
those are
early 2000s though.
they're more mid to late, but like there was another IQ test I did with Eric Rocha last week.
Okay.
Are you familiar with any Soundgarden songs?
Not really.
Like Outshined?
No.
But there's a lyric in the song goes Chris Cornell sings, I'm looking California, but I'm feeling Minnesota.
Okay.
Can you deduce what he's talking about in that lyric?
He's looking like cool and warm and
and
collected,
fly and,
but
yeah.
he's feeling like cold and miserable and dark.
Yeah, Luke, so you're a smart kid.
Yeah, bro. I know poetry and analyzing lyricism, and as kind of like a spoken word professional myself, it's important to know these things and know how to analyze.
Nice,
That kind
good
of
work. Yeah, and man, there is something I need to confront you on.
Okay.
We were working together the other night, and we all split tips.
Okay.
So there was a moment where someone shot you a Venmo.
Oh.
Would you care to tell me how much how much you pocketed? Because you were supposed to share it with me.
I
and
forgot
Eric
about that.
Rocha. You want to tell me how much you pocketed?
I'll redisperse that. How did you remember that? I totally forgot about that. Apologies to everyone. He sent me $10. Sorry about that.
All right, well, I'll take my 3.
Yeah, I'll get you your 3 after the pod. This is the first pod I've been on where I have to pay.
I want $3.
No, I'll get you your $3. I totally
You want
forgot
bread?
about
$3.
Yes.
Seinfeld, the soup Nazi.
Yeah. I'll get you those $3. That guy was cool. Got him a nice table
Alright.
by himself.
Okay, well, I'll get my $3 later. Do you what kind of food do you like to eat?
Okay, I really like burgers. I think that's probably my number one food. It's probably a good cheeseburger, and I've had a lot of good burgers in LA.
It's a great burger town these
Great
days,
burger
I'll
town.
say.
Kind of underrated, I think, as a burger town. People don't really mention that first, and they're just
Well,
grabbing LA.
I think it's underrated as a food city as a whole.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
It's really good, but I've been having a big burrito kick, kind of the Mexican burger, if you will.
Ooh, I like that, the Mexican burger.
Yeah. But so burgers and burritos, I eat a lot. I've been eating also a lot of cured meats, a lot of deli meats, a lot of sandwiches.
Okay. What is it?
What were you gonna say?
What kind of deli sandwiches?
I just, a little gabagool, a little,
All right, thanks, Soprano. It's Tony Soprano. That show came on about the year you were born, I think.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay.
Carmela, I asked for no pulp.
Okay. Yeah. There you
Junior
go.
Soprano.
Yeah, people say people used to tell me I look like that guy.
Like Junior Soprano?
Yeah, Robert Eiler.
Yeah.
I mean,
can see that.
I mean, I guess we do have a resemblance, especially now that we're both older and
Yeah.
in better shape.
I could see that.
Because I was a little pudgy too back then too. Not as a child, but like in my early 20s.
Well, here's the issue with my eating habits lately is I try to be a pretty healthy guy, but ever since I got the door guy job, I've been eating like shit.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing. Yeah. You work at night. You have like downtime and you get bored and whatever else. Yeah, you got to be really careful. They're just serving you garbage.
I eat a lot of Slim Jims. Just generally, I'm always eating a ton of Slim Jims. I love Slim Jims. I also since I wake up so late, I'll wake up at 12 or 1 or 2. And then I'm looking for a breakfast spot or where do I go?
Good luck with that.
Yeah, they're all closed. So then I'm like, fuck it. I'm eating a salami deli sandwich, which is good. But first thing in the morning.
Do you like an Italian sub though?
Yeah, like an Italian.
Absolutely. All right. Yeah, we talked about some turn of the century stuff. Oh yeah, I want to bring this up. On planes, I love to watch I'm a big like, ooh, what's a fun movie I can watch on the plane? You know, I always, and I've seen it multiple times. I've seen it from beginning to end. Haven't watched it from all the way through in probably 10 years. It's been a while. But I watched Almost Famous on the plane. Do you know that movie?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
If I can use the word, that is a beautiful movie.
Yeah.
It truly is. Aaron, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, 100%.
And a really special thing about it is, I don't know if you remember, Mark Maron was in the movie. I know,
Really?
Aaron, you remember that, right?
I don't
Lock
remember
the
that.
gates.
Yeah, so he was...
Oh, yeah, when they're trying to leave.
yes.
And he wants to,
They're doing the show where Russell, the guitarist, gets basically, I think, like electrocuted almost.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, let's get the fuck out of here. So they didn't finish their set.
Yeah.
So Maron's the show promoter. It's like, hey, get back here. You got to do your time. And he's like chasing them on like a golf cart, like as they're going through the gate. And it was so funny. And I saw Mark that's what's funny about living out here and being at the Comedy Store. Like, you see these people. So I went up to Mark and brought it up to him. And he's like, I was watching Almost Famous on the plane. And I forgot you were in it. This literally happened last night. And it was like, it was so funny and amazing. He's like, and he just appreciated it. He's like, yeah, that was an awesome movie to be a part of. And he's like, I thought everything was going to take off after that.
I mean, yeah, that's.
I mean,
that's
not
crazy.
directly, but I mean, he's done well for himself.
Yes.
But I guess I understand what he's saying as far as like, oh, I'm in this awesome blockbuster. Well, at the time, I don't know how critically acclaimed it was when
I
it
think
came
it
out.
won an Oscar.
It should have. I don't know if it
was
did.
nominated, I think, at least.
But he, it was awesome. It was cool to be able to give him that compliment.
Well, you know, it also little movie trivia fact. It wasn't originally named Almost Famous.
You kind of look like the kid.
I've gotten that before.
Yeah.
I've gotten that before.
Who knows what happened to him, but he could have done more.
Yeah, I
I
mean
think he was good in that role.
that's just a great role.
No,
for
but
a
sorry,
young
what were you
actor.
saying?
Oh, I was gonna say just it wasn't. It's not that interesting, but it wasn't originally called Almost Famous. It was called like Stillwater or whatever the name of the band.
I
and
like
then-
Almost Famous.
Yeah, the marketing person came in and was like, "This title sucks. You got to make it something better." And there's a little
I mean,
placard where it says like Almost Famous or something in the movie. You see a shot where it says it, and they're like, "Oh, you should call it that." Almost Famous.
no, that is
Works
good.
Way better.
Yeah, because they're kind of on the way up, and it's kind of like, I don't know. I think that title just fits for that movie because then you have like all the like, they didn't call them groupies, but they went the Band-Aids. They would call themselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a cast.
It won the Oscar for Best Screenplay.
Oh, good. You know what? I'm glad to hear that.
Film major, so I know about shit. So it's like whatever, bro.
I'm damn glad to hear that. So I hope at least it was up for Best Picture that year.
Nope.
Oh. Well, how does that even make sense?
That's rare. Usually it wins. I think usually.
Yeah,
oh,
I'm
no,
getting
actually
sick of
it's
movie. Oh, you
Best
wrote
Director.
the best movie, but guess what? It wasn't actually on paper. That's like
The
saying
director
last year, that could be me, like saying, oh, the Bears won the Super Bowl.
yeah, on paper.
Yeah. Literally on paper. Best screenplay.
Yeah, then the director fucked it up. Which I think it was based on his life or something.
Yeah, it was a Cameron Crowe. I don't know
Yeah.
what band he was following, but
Led Zeppelin.
oh, it
Was
was
it-
based.
I thought it
okay,
was
that makes
Allman
sense.
Brothers.
Them too, yeah. It's both.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, Allman Brothers kind of makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, awesome, and like Frances McDormand, she's a force of nature. Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Philip Seymour Hoffman is great in that.
Yeah,
movie.
and there's just so many like touching moments too, and just real stuff of like, when he calls him like towards the end of the movie and just like wants to talk to him or whatever, and he's like, William's just like, oh, I'm just glad you were home, and Philip Seymour Hoffman's like, I'm uncool. I'm always home. It's just like, it's like
what about a movie that's like the same structure as Almost Famous, but it's like a guy who's he's working for like Epstein or Podesta, and he's coming up in like the pedophile rings and stuff, and they're bringing him up of like how he's gonna take over.
Oh, I don't think that's gonna go over. Are you talking about that's coming out? Or
Could be. No, I just think that could be interesting.
Yeah, I bet it could.
It's like the evil Almost Famous.
No, I don't want to see that.
Okay. Well, just an idea. This is how big movies get made.
Well, here's the
People
thing.
like us.
Here's the thing about big movie. Now, has there been a great movie in the last 15 years? Name one. I don't mean to put down the
Parasite?
entire industry, but
Parasite was great.
Since 2009.
Inception.
Parasite, I think, was the best movie that's been released in my adult lifetime.
Okay, yeah, I still didn't see that. I do want to see.
Oh, you got it. It was really good. A lot of the foreign movies are thriving, but the American movies have taken definitely a bit of a hit.
Mm-hmm.
People are talking about Conclave. I haven't seen it, but the Pope is dying. So
yeah, I'm not
makes
gonna watch
better.
that.
What? Why?
Boring.
I don't know. I'm not into the whole all that.
I was bored.
You thought it was boring?
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, I don't. Yeah, just almost
Wicked.
they just don't make movies like that anymore.
Well, Cameron Crowe hasn't made a good movie maybe since.
Yeah. All right, let me go into a this sucks for this week. That's one of our segments here,
Okay.
Luke. I do a few different kind of segments.
Got it.
So this sucks for this week is me yelling. Okay. I've been on a war path, if you will, with my coworkers and also friends. I've been yelling at my friends that I work with, and it's kind of been it's been unsettling for me. In the moment, it feels good, I guess, because I'm a bit power hungry. I don't eat meat anymore, so I don't have meat cravings. I have power cravings. I'm craving power. So in a position of man, my freaking back is sweating because I was in the car for 45 minutes getting here today. Usually it's like 25 to 30. Freaking back. So anyways, but yeah, at the Comedy Store, I've just been yelling at people to do better, and it just it's not working for me, and I'm not going to yell anymore. So yelling sucks. Yeah, is it called for sometimes? Yes, but it's something I'm not going to do anymore. So Luke, I apologize. I don't think I have yelled.
You didn't
at
yell at me. You yelled at me earlier for asking for your $3, but besides that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that too by the time we walk out of the studio.
Okay, yeah, and then
Because otherwise I'll call the cops.
But are you? No, that's fine. No need.
This is a trap for you.
I love how you had it written down in your notebook too. It's like Luke owes me $3.
Yeah, it is in the notebook.
You have a ledger.
Can you see that it was written? Or
Well, you looked at your notebook and then said, "Oh, right." But here's a question for you: Are you practicing? You're a vegetarian. You're all these things. Are you practicing like Zen Buddha practices of trying to be more calm? Like, how are you able to just stop
I
yelling?
do feel good. I feel like I'm in a good place, and
So you can just stop yelling. I feel like yelling is like you can't just.
no, for a moment I thought it was like therapeutic and whatever, but like the other night, like my heart was racing, so I'm like, no, this is not worth it.
Gotcha.
I don't make the kind of salary to like I need to be this like overexcited.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big yeller.
Yeah,
Not a
I
big
wasn't. I don't know. I guess it just it started to grow. I started to grow into it,
That's nice.
but
I need to come off it with my kid.
You're big yeller.
Yeah.
Yeller and hitter.
No.
You hit him?
well, yeah. I mean, it's I would imagine it's hard not to yell sometimes.
I yell because I don't hit.
Yeah, I think the verbal stuff.
I was a camp counselor for a really long time.
Me too.
Yeah, and I remember, the kids get to you at a certain point. You're having a bad day.
Yeah,
and
I didn't yell at those kids.
No, I never yelled at them, but I would. Like, you got to get them. I would be frustrated when kids just wouldn't. Like, they're purposely trying to bother you.
Yeah,
At a certain
yeah.
point, like, I'd go and do something else with other kids, and some other kids like, "Oh, can I come?" I'm like, honestly, no. Like, you're bad vibes. Like, and that would always kind of get to them.
Yeah,
a little
I'm
bit
trying
of
to
like,
think because I did like a sports camp in the summer. It was just like 2 months, like a 4-week session, then I think a week break, and then like another 4 weeks. So it wasn't that long, but yeah, it was a fun sports camp. I forget how we'd kind of you'd have to like discipline them, but not you just kind of like I guess the camp leader or whatever. I think she would mostly like just sit people down and like talk to them like.
Were you up in Wisconsin doing that? The classic, like Chicago. I feel like everyone goes to Wisconsin. For
No,
something.
this was just my local neighborhood at the park.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's the same deal for me. It wasn't like a sleepaway camp.
Yeah, no, I never. My brother did that. He was a counselor at a camp in, I believe it was Maine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a rich kid camp.
Yeah,
him
that's
and
gotta
him
be.
and his wife used to do. They did it for a few summers, long time ago. They had fun. They enjoyed it.
That's crazy. Sleepaway camp, I think I'd lose my mind as a counselor.
Yeah, I don't want to be there the whole time. And that made me realize, because, like, I had a lot of friends going to, like, coaching and teaching. I'm like, I can't do this year-round. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
These kids?
Definitely not. Did you play sports? What kind of coach would you have been if you were going to coach? Football guy?
Probably football.
Yeah.
As far as
That's
if
good.
I would have coached, I mean, I grew up playing football, baseball, and basketball, for years. But if I were to coach, I think it would be probably something with football.
That's nice. Yeah, I was never big into football myself, but
Would you play?
I played hockey. I was like a hockey player, but I kind of fell off of it. Hockey, and then I was on
must
the.
have been nice, rich kid.
I was on the exactly. Anything with a lot of equipment. I was also on the surf team, for a little bit, and then I
Surf team.
Yep.
In high school, they have that.
it's like a beach.
Where'd you go to high school?
Pally High.
Oh, okay.
It was like right off the beach. You could be on the surf
Were
team.
you freaking rivals with Bayside and the Valley?
Sorta. It was like there was Malibu High. It was kind of rough though, because like you love surfing, and then it's like you gotta wake up at 6 a.m. and go to Ventura, and
Yeah.
it's just like, okay, this is not.
Oh, now we did talk a minute there about. So I want to bring this up. We talked about Almost Famous, and like there's music in that movie. So there's a lot of movies that have music in them. So like aside from Almost Famous, great movie. Aside from the movie Trap, I'm sure you've seen. Are there any other great movies with music in them that you've seen?
You think Trap is a great movie? I'm sure Trap, of course, you've seen. Did you watch?
No,
Shyamalan's Kid. You
yeah.
liked
Did you
her?
see that movie?
I didn't see it, but I'm aware of it. I'm very well aware.
It's real bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of a running bit now. No, but hey, still, let's be honest though. Almost Famous, great movie. Stillwater, were they jamming?
No, I
What was
guess
that one
not.
song, Fever Dog or whatever?
I
Is
guess
that?
not.
I don't know if that music was much better than.
Oh, it was.
I mean, yeah, I guess not.
Especially since you have to hear like 14 full songs in Trap.
Is that
Yeah.
true?
Yes.
Yes, Stillwater. It was mostly just a few jam sessions. Oh man, all right, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. You're asking me what other movies?
No,
have
no,
good-
I just did that for the Trap.
Gotcha.
bit,
Yeah.
which
Trap
is another movie I watched on the plane.
Trap.
Because in theory, the premise of the movie I think is a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
Like in comedy, I just don't know if the punchline delivered.
Yeah, Shyamalan's taken a couple L's lately. He's kind of fallen off.
Well, because do you know the premise of the movie?
Yeah, I know the premise. Of the movie.
Yeah, so it's like a fun idea.
Serial killer.
Yeah.
Trapped in a.
Yeah, he's going to the
Ariana Grande
concert with his
concert.
daughter. They were tipped off that he was going to be there. Yeah, I
Mhm.
think it's a good idea. So, whatever. We'll move on. All right, let's do a Joe code for this week. That's another segment here. And for me, this is kind of a crossroads I think I've come to. And I think Joe code for this week is, like, if you do drink alcohol, I think deciding what kind of drinker you want to be is a thing. And I would say, like, for me, I think I'm just going to be like a celebratory drinker from now on. I don't think I'm going to be like a how did I word it? Like yeah, basically. Like, I don't know if someone's like, let's go grab a beer. I don't think I'm really into that anymore. Like, I like just going out for like fun events, maybe a game, birthday parties, like St. Patrick's Day, and just having beers like twice, 2-3 days a month, and that's it.
Well, see,
Because like I haven't drank since my the last weekend. It's now Friday, and I feel great. Like, I don't even want, and I think I won't have another beer till our show on March 14th, and maybe some that St. Patrick's Day weekend. But at the same time, I'm 41 years old. When I was your age, I was out there banging with the best of them.
okay.
But
Pause.
I mean that in the sense of hanging
yeah.
out, having fun.
Okay, yeah.
Not in the sense that you're thinking, just dirtbag.
You said you were banging with all your bros.
Yeah, just out there having fun, getting drinks. But yeah, I think I want to be a celebratory drinker.
I'm not like
What
that.
about you?
So, something I noticed recently with drinking, because I was thinking about this too, is I've noticed when I'm in a really good mood and I'm like, I'm having a great day.
Yeah.
I have like an urge to be like, oh, let's like make this even better and let's like go get drinks. So
Yeah,
I woke up feeling so good. Let's
Sure.
like go do this. But every time I do that and I'm like, I'm having a great day, let's go get drinks. Odds are that'll actually make my day worse, and I'll end up getting either too drunk or I just get tired.
Yeah,
and
I
it just
guess it
throws
depends
off
on
my
how much-
vibe.
But I think if you are drinking or doing any, like, even if you're like smoking weed, I think it's important to be in a good mood for those things.
Well, see, no, because
I don't.
if
If
I'm
I'm down, I don't drink. If,
No,
like,
because-
if I'm really down, I'm like beer. I guess it depends. Like, if I'm pissed off, like, yeah, I'll have a drink, I think. But if it's like more depression, no. But if it's like anger, like Current Joe at the Comedy Store,
yeah.
then it's like, yeah, give me a fucking beer. It's been
Exactly.
a long day. I need a beer.
I like that way more because when I'm already at like the bottom of like I'm fucking pissed, I'm having a terrible day. Drinking a beer is like the odds are my day will get better. It'll be like, okay, I'm drinking and you know what? It's actually I feel okay. I should let that shit go and everything will be okay.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna ride the wave of positivity more. And if I'm having a good day, just be like, I'm not gonna mess with this. But if I'm having a bad day, I'm gonna say, fuck it. Who cares? We're gonna drink a million beers tonight and we'll figure it out later.
All right. Yeah, I can get on board with that.
I've also, I've never really been a big liquor drinker until I've gotten to the Comedy Store, and it seems like everyone's drinking liquor. So
That's
I've
good.
gotten
I
more
mean,
into
I'd
that.
be careful with that. I was big into that. I don't really touch it anymore. Like I said, I'll do a shot of Jaeger, maybe a nice smooth tequila here and there, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get like a cocktail, like a whiskey. Forget about
Yeah,
it.
I just had a paper plane for the first time. I
What the
think
fuck
that's
is that?
that's like my favorite drink. It's
Do we make it at the Comedy Store?
yeah. Well,
Have you had a Passion of the Thirst yet?
what is that? What is
It's a drink we make.
what?
I don't know,
Is
it's
that on the menu?
Yeah.
Passion of the Thirst. That's not even a good pun.
I think it is.
I guess
You get it?
Well, yeah, it's like Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, it's a fun
But Christ
pun.
doesn't sound like thirst at all.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
I
Well,
guess.
because it involves passion fruit.
Oh, I see. Passion of the Thirst.
What's in a paper plane?
Paper plane is whiskey, Aperol, lemon juice, and Amaro Nino.
The fuck is that?
I don't know.
Amaretto?
No, it's not amaretto. It's something else.
You had that at the Comedy Store or the Naughty Pig?
At the Comedy Store, it's really good.
You've been to the Naughty Pig, right?
Of course, I've been.
I've been there with you. It's
Yeah,
great.
I used to drive up from Orange County. I went to school in Orange County. We would drive up an hour and
That's
go to the Naughty
What
Pig.
an endorsement for the pig. Those people better start paying me. No, I love you guys there.
Naughty
But
Pig's
yeah, you
great.
could pay me if you want.
That'd be a good sponsor.
Yeah, it's a great bar. It's one of the best sports bars, I think, in the county.
Yeah, Naughty Pig's great.
Do you do any cooking?
I don't, I'm not the biggest cook, really. Honestly, I'm a big just like grabbing food, or I'll microwave a lot of meals. A lot of those frozen meals I'll microwave. But for Valentine's Day, for my girlfriend, I cooked salmon with rice and Brussels sprouts and stuff. And it was, let me say, I'm the GOAT. Let me just say,
Turned out great.
yeah, humbly, I'm the best cook of all time. Gordon Ramsay, go fuck yourself. You suck and are trash.
Now, how did you season this salmon? What'd you put on it?
Salt, pepper. I cut a lemon, put a
Was
lemon
there a
slice.
glaze?
No, I didn't really do a glaze, but I put a glaze on the Brussels sprouts. I did like a kind of like a vinaigrette glaze.
Balsamic?
Yeah, with a little honey on there.
Ah.
It was really good.
Oh, look at you there.
Yeah.
Chef Junior.
Well, I just think
What do they call it?
I realize Master Chef.
Master Chef. Yeah.
I just think generally, word to everyone out there, if you're a chef, I just want to let officially, it's not hard and that's an easy job and you suck. It's not that hard to cook something.
You want to tell that to my friend Jimmy, who's worked his fucking ass
Yeah,
off?
Jay, guess what, Jimmy? Everything you cook, I bet I could cook it also. Seriously, it's not
I'm
that
gonna
fucking
send him
hard.
that clip, you son of a
Send
bitch.
it to him. It's not that hard. Oh, make sure you preheat the oven to 350 and take it out. Oh wow, so
Oh,
difficult.
you fucking you're a real horse's ass.
How hard is it? There's a list of instructions. Comedy, you got to figure that. That's hard. There's no instructions for comedy. There's no ingredients there. You got to put it together yourself.
All right, so yeah, so this is gonna lead into my "This is great" for this week, and so this is the final segment. This is great for this week is, I was back home. There was a frozen pizza in the freezer, And I don't do cooking much either, but I perfectly cooked this frozen pizza. This is great, is if you can perfectly cook a frozen pizza, it is fantastic. Shout out Connie's Pizza in Chicago, local legend. Fantastic pizza. It was a plain cheese. My dad had a red bell pepper in the fridge. I chopped that up, put that on there.
Nice.
Popped it in the oven, made it perfectly crispy. Okay, because that's what you want. The crunch was great. And I felt great after doing it because I don't cook. Oh, Joe, you put in a frozen pizza. Whoa. What are you, 13? Whatever. I chopped up the bell pepper. That added something to
That's
it.
good.
I cooked it perfectly. And I've been kind of hinting at wanting to get into the pizza making business at some point.
Well,
I kind of have a passion for it. I watch like these pizza places on like Instagram and them making pizza. Pizza I love. It's my favorite food.
are you a deep dish guy?
And I mean I'll eat any of it.
Well, that's not your
I'm not one of those that's like a pizza snob where it's like, ooh, this style is better than this style. I like if it's cooked right. I like all of them.
Have you been to Apollonia's?
They're all good. No, I've heard great things.
really
I
good.
want to go.
It's really good. My friend's dad, shout out Rob, has one of those portable pizza ovens. That's like, you could put it on your little thing outside and
Oh,
eat
yeah,
pizza
yeah, I've
nights,
seen
make your
those.
own pizza. It's pretty great.
Yeah, those are awesome. Yeah, I mean anything like Chicago thin crust style, the square cut, Chicago deep dish, New York pizza, Neapolitan style pizza, Detroit, whatever it is. To me, it's all great.
Do you ever get the Lou Malnati's
Yeah.
mailed in the?
Oh, my friend Adam does that. No, I mean you could it ships great over
Yeah.
the dry ice, but I mean I guess I would do it. Yeah, because Lou Malnati's is a fantastic pizza.
Yeah.
You've had it?
Yeah. I've had it there, and then my
Good.
family used to have it mailed to the house when I was young.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. I'm honestly a big pineapple on pizza guy too. I really like the.
I've
pineapple.
done it. Yeah, I used to love the combo of not your typical Hawaiian of ham and or Canadian bacon and pineapple. I loved meatball and pineapple.
Interesting. It sounds pretty good actually.
Yeah, you're gonna try. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's the old sweet and savory.
Yeah. Exactly. I agree. I'm a big.
Yeah,
fan
I
of that.
preferred that to like
That's good.
Canadian bacon with pineapple, but
And
yeah.
people are snobs about the frozen pizza. People go, "Oh, you didn't even cook it; it's frozen." I guarantee you that frozen pizza is probably better than anything
Yeah.
fucking Jimmy or whoever could make in the oven.
Jimmy's a fantastic chef.
Jimmy's,
He's been busting his ass for the last 20 plus years. Started in New York, trained in Italy. Now he's back in Chicago. He's opening up a restaurant soon.
I
Just
appreciate
wants to get
someone who
off his
could,
ass.
if you could freestyle cook, which people can do. Of like, I'm just gonna whip up a little something, a little, sauce for whatever, and you're doing it all freestyle. That I can really appreciate.
Okay, now I'm on Instagram. Why are you doing stand up barefoot? What is this? Standing on a thing
Oh yeah, that's a show called The Shenanigans Show.
above some Legos. Okay, what's with these comedy shows where there's all this stuff going on? Shenanigans. Just do comedy. Stop distracting me.
Well, that is
what
a
else
huge
is
problem.
Hey, let's distract you from the comedy as much as possible.
I will say I got on that I was excited to do that show.
And was this you with a shovel? What kind of picture is this?
I don't know. I don't know what's with the
All
show.
right, I'm just looking at your dumb Instagram.
But the shows where you have to do stunts.
Oh,
and
you
stuff-
broke your arm in 2023?
Oh,
Nice
I broke
going.
the fuck out of my arm.
No,
And
I broke my arm twice.
I
I'm
broke
not
my
gonna-
hip also.
Why'd you go with the green cast?
I went green and pink. Pink was the first one, and then I went green.
Oh my God, are you serious?
I broke my arm I broke my arm.
You did stand up in Amsterdam?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
How'd you get? Who books that?
I was just in Amsterdam going on a trip after I graduated college.
Where'd you go to college?
Chapman University.
Oh, it's in
Go
Orange
Panthers.
County, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
A lot of people go there. What town is that in?
It's in Orange.
Oh, it is in the city of Orange.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of a weird school where the film school is like a very, we're the top 4 film school in the nation.
Oh, great.
One of the best film schools you can go to. But so everyone who's in the film school, it's almost like a separate little campus. It's like geeky nerds who are like film freaks. And then the rest of the schools, like, all super hot Orange County, Newport, kids who just didn't get into USC or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So they're having parties and the girls are walking down campus, and I'm like a nerdy film guy.
Yeah, it's like temptation. Yeah.
Well, I can't talk. I don't know how to
like,
talk to them.
Do I study or okay? Yeah.
Well, it's like this is too much. This is like you're putting me. I'm not ready for this.
It's a good problem to have. I'll tell you that.
And it was very difficult because you go to a party, you're like, I don't fit
Did
in.
you graduate degree in film?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
with a minor in television.
Nice. All right. So we do this thing here, Luke, where we do sometimes we do these brackets that people send in of
Okay.
different matchups, and I feel like I'm kind of I've spread myself a little bit thin on keeping track of them because I was looking at we did this. We have all these I had what is it? The most annoying human traits bracket. I had the don't do that in the microphone.
There's one.
There was the
Sorry.
most annoying fan bases, and I was kind of looking at them I can't even really remember. Now I'm gonna have to go back and watch episodes of what we picked because I always let the guest pick them, and
Yeah.
now I'm kind of in this mode of we've started too many, and I have to kind of go back and.
I'll just throw something out there quickly, something I've been thinking about, and this might get me a lot of hate. But who I just think generally is some of the most annoying fans that are
Sure.
really pissing me off lately is these fucking soccer fans. Everyone's so into soccer.
Look, hey, you're preaching to the choir,
Dude,
here.
where did this come from? All these people who are so into soccer, oh yeah, this guy's a Man United fan. I can't
No,
fuck with him, bro. What
you
the
know
hell?
what? I Luke, I'm so glad you brought that up because I mentioned pretty recently here that I'm done pretending to like soccer.
It's so okay.
Listen,
it's the worst.
I respect it. I respect the endurance of the guys, but I don't watch soccer. I also, you know what else? I don't watch marathons.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't watch.
Just the running.
Yeah, I don't watch just people running, and I respect the endurance, but yeah, no, sorry, I can't.
People are like, "Oh, did you see that Arsenal game last night? It
No,
was crazy. The score was
no.
2-1."
Yeah, I didn't see
Wow,
it.
2-1.
I didn't see it.
It's absurd.
Also, maybe paint the field.
yeah,
Maybe
good
that would
idea.
help a little
Good
bit.
idea.
Put some more lines and some color.
Couple
Oh,
advertisements.
here's green grass with a couple chalk lines.
The
Oh,
camera's
who
so
made
zoomed
this?
out.
The guy hung over from my hometown. Yeah, I mean, give me a break. Put something out. Put an emblem.
The game's 90 minutes, but then they got to add extra time at the end because they're low-key nothing happens. So you guys have 5 more minutes
Yeah.
to actually do something.
I want some color on the grass.
People are like, "Oh, get up at 6 a.m. We're all watching the game at 6 a.m." Bro, just
Yeah, no,
record it.
I remember going to Barney's Beanery and for a USA game that was early in the morning, and
Who cares? Who gives a shit? They're wearing the scarves and the whatever. Enough already.
yeah,
Jesus.
and this isn't a put down,
I'm putting it
but
down.
I mean, people can take it however they want, but
It's the most popular sport in the world. I get it.
I mean, what
but
am I gonna
it's-
like every sport? I don't have time. Okay, I watch football, baseball are my 2 favorite sports to watch. I mean, even basketball and hockey. Sorry, I'm not into it anymore. I can't. I don't have time.
I like basketball and hockey because they're fast paced.
They're fun. Oh, hockey's fun to go to in person.
That's good too. I think hockey's my number 1 well-rounded best sport. I like watching it. I like going to it.
Yeah, it's great to go to.
So a lot of these sports are just who are we fooling? Of is this
Not
so
me.
crazy?
Can't get it past me. Tell you that much. But anyways, yeah, I think with all the in-between stuff going on, I think we're just going to get to read some fan emails and then some comments from the
Okay.
fans. And, yeah, because there was especially some good comments that I wanted to address that people wrote in asking some good stuff. So, Aaron, if you want to pull up the comments,
Sure.
if you remember where we left off. But, yeah, Luke, people write in. They write emails. So, yeah, just a reminder, folks, email me here, joecodepodcast at gmail.com. We talk everything food, beer, and men, and whatever else you'd like to talk about. Book me on Cameo. Wow, I'm on there.
Oh, really?
I'll do a video for you.
How much? I'm gonna book you, bro.
It's enough. Also, join the Patreon. appreciate that. $2 a month,
Good
patreon.com.
deal.
/Joko podcast. And actually, shout out to Mark, who actually joined the, I forgot that I had another tier. I think I have $2, $5, and $7 tiers on my Patreon. Mark joined the $7 tier. So, Mark, thanks a lot. Appreciate
Shout out
that.
Mark.
But I don't ever promote that. I only do the $2 one because that's
Okay.
all
Mark, that's my uncle's name.
I want to keep it. I want to keep it cheap for people. I just would like more volume of people doing the $2, because that would be great. And then you guys won't have to hear me yelling about people at the Comedy Store. I won't be having to do that anymore if we get a Patreon.
Yeah, what's on the Patreon? What can I get if I get a $2 subscription?
this?
Okay. This podcast will be on the Patreon?
Yeah, you get no. I'm saying you're my Patreon is based solely off of, hey, I'm a fan of the show. I want to support the show.
Gotcha.
Like, there's nothing extra special. Like you think this is like doing this for an hour and a half.
I know.
People watch me doing it. This is hard to do.
I know. You got your notes. You got
like
all
dude,
this
this takes a while to get to this point. I'm 192 episodes in. But
Wow.
like at the beginning, I'm doing like 35, 40-minute episodes. Just what else can I talk about? I'm a scared idiot. I don't know how to do it. So,
Where were you when you moved to LA? You were doing comedy before you moved to LA, right?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. You were doing it in Chicago.
But the thing was in Chicago. So like I got here in 2012. I was very much. I wasn't like you guys who are just hungry going after it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was doing comedy like maybe once a week,
Mm-hmm.
like once every other week. I was very much dabbling.
Yeah.
And that's why I came here, because I wanted to fully
Yeah.
focus. I was like partying too much. I wanted to get away from my friends. I wanted to like, hey, I'm focused on this. I want to do this because I was not disciplined enough to dedicate myself to it. But yeah, so I would say for the last 13 years I've been really on it. Yeah.
That's good for the last 13
Well,
years.
yeah, because the first few
That's
is
good,
just
that's
kind
good, yeah.
of, effing off. But
Yeah.
how many years hard for you? Like
3 years.
3? Yeah, you're young.
I was lucky where right away.
I didn't start till I didn't do my first open mic till I was 24. Like you guys, like Cooper Lyden, you guys did mics at like 18 or something.
I started at 20, but I was doing like
I didn't
2 or
have
3 mics a night.
I didn't have
every
the
night.
freaking balls to do that. See, that's good. You went hard. I was tipping my toes in the water. Oh, the water's cold.
yeah.
I'm not gonna go in. I won't even put my knee in.
I got lucky because I
didn't even put my whole foot in for a while.
I think it helps if someone just sees something in you and helps you out and you make friends quickly. Like I had a
Yeah,
guy from India.
absolutely.
He really liked doing comedy every night. I had a car. He didn't. So anything he wanted to do, I had to go with him.
Yeah.
So we went a lot.
All right.
Shout out Rohan.
Hell yeah. So, Aaron, sorry you got those loaded up.
Yeah. You
All
want to
right.
start there?
Yeah, let's do some YouTube comments from the fans.
Okay, cool.
Okay, on the Cat Bird episode,
Tight.
draped down, dripped up, says fire up.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Can't trust it. He's not the same.
What?
Center fired up guy.
Just fire episode. You know what that means.
Oh,
Like,
fire
like,
ep.
The app was fire. It was
Oh,
good.
okay.
It was legit.
And that's from Draped Down, Dripped Up?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's his username.
Cool. No, I got it. That's cool. No. That's tight. That's very tight.
Yeah.
All right, we've got on the episode Obscure Mini Bowl from Beatdorf, 6185. Solid up. Have you ever tried tachos? They are nachos with tater tots instead of chips.
Whoa.
A place in my town used to have them, but took them off the menu recently,
Ooh.
and I haven't gotten back there since. They are nice because you can eat them with a fork, mix them up, make sure you get all the toppings dispersed better.
I love
the
that.
cookie sheet nachos idea.
That's
Maybe
really
put
smart.
tachos in your restaurant.
Yeah, great call there. I've done like loaded tots.
Yeah.
Never done the full on nacho tots, but yes, I want to do that. And now I'm hungry. Well, this stemmed from like my idea of nachos being more flat.
Yeah.
I'm sick of the mound of nachos.
Yeah.
I want the chips laid out. I want all the toppings.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
What do you think of tachos?
That's kind of like poutine in a way, is it not?
I'll show you where I'm going to put.
Edit that out. Please edit that
Yeah,
out.
I will. What do you mean poutine? It's not like that.
Poutine is like, isn't that like a Canadian, like the fries have all the cheese and
Oh,
shit on them?
yeah.
Maybe it's gravy.
It's
I don't know.
gravy and cheese curds.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to say a poutine. That wasn't
That's
really
fine.
a good joke.
That's
I
fine.
thought there was more to it,
We all knew where it was going.
but I
so
apologize.
comment down below if you knew where that was headed.
All right, good comment on the tachos.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good shout. What was the guy's name?
Beetdorf.
Nice beat, George.
Okay.
He also says, shout out to McMinimans in Portland for having RC Cola and Cajun Tots.
Ooh,
Okay.
shout out. Yeah, I do love Cajun Tots. Norm's has those.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Norm's Diner here in Los Angeles. Great Cajun Tots.
Been
Yeah.
there.
I was at McMinimans in Portland, and I said, can I just have a Coke? And the guy said, all we have is RC. Is that cool? And I said, that is preferable.
Oh, that's
Thank
cool. All right.
That is dope. I like
All
that.
right.
You know RC?
Yeah, I know RC.
Nice.
Royal
I know RC.
Crown.
I think they have it at the Vista Theater. I'm pretty sure they got RC Cola.
Ah,
I'll
okay.
bet.
Pretty sure.
Next comment on the same episode from that gnarly old goat dude with a great photo of Cameron Poe from Con Air.
Oh, nice.
Says, I won $300 on Super Bowl squares.
Oh, congrats.
Good job.
Speaking of Con Air, have you seen that movie?
I have not.
You
Sorry.
have to see that movie. See, now that's a 90s movie. Again, they don't make movies. That's where you have all these big stars.
Sir, I might argue you didn't actually go to film school then.
Yeah, I haven't seen. There's a lot of movies I haven't seen. I haven't seen Con Air. Con Air sounds like a movie about a really cool guy named Connor.
Well, yeah, and I remember Rocha getting mad at someone that he was talking to, Eric Rocha, at the con. I forget who he was talking to, but he's like, they're in like film and acting, and like they haven't seen Unforgiven.
Haven't seen
And
it.
he
Haven't heard of it.
and he
honestly.
snapped. Oh, okay, sorry. You know, it won Best Picture like '92.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Gene Hackman. You
R.I.P..
fucking
Yeah, R.I.P. Gene Hackman. Sorry
Dick.
about that.
Yeah, he won the Oscar for that. He was best supporting actor.
All right, I'm gonna call up these film schools.
Well, there's-
Chapman, what do you?
I will say my excuse is when I was in film school, COVID happened right in my going into my sophomore
oh
year.
shit! I forgot you're that
And
young.
yeah, so that was the class where we have a huge theater and you're supposed to go and like watch all these films, Rashomon and blah 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 and all these
I would
things
skip a lot of those, though.
through the olive trees. Well, yeah, then they're like, oh, watch it on your fucking laptop.
All right.
It's like, yeah, I'm
okay,
not
you know
doing
what? You are now forgiven.
Thank
you are
you.
no longer the unforgiven. You're forgiven because I forgot about that.
Forgot about COVID.
Forgot how young you are. All right.
Yeah, so then it was a rebellion of like, I don't want to watch this. On my
All
laptop.
right, I'm with you on that.
Were you born post 9/11?
I was 2001, barely pre 9/11.
Ah,
right,
isn't that
okay.
convenient?
February 2001.
Rosemary's Baby, perhaps.
True. Not a
You brought
Not
it
wrong.
on.
9/11 style, yeah.
yeah. They-
No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say
Isn't that
stuff
right
like
about
that.
when the memo came out, Bin Laden to use planes to strike the U.S.?
Yeah.
Okay, back to the comments.
my uncle actually worked for Bin Laden
All right.
construction.
You don't have to add more to it.
My
That's
bad.
not. Is that real?
Yeah, that's real. The Bin Ladens are actually a huge dynasty.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I don't want to get into this now. It's not this kind of podcast, but I do appreciate it. And but we're not going to go there.
Okay, on the same episode, the real Patrick Gregory says, "Fire up, bro."
Oh yeah, he coined the term fire ep.
There is no way that guy coined fire at.
Well, I mean, at least for this podcast,
Well, hopefully he's getting some
he gets trademarked.
compensation. Yeah,
Yeah.
some residuals on that.
Yeah. Well, we don't know if it's the real him or the imposter. There's an imposter out there. So,
Oh, okay.
Brandon Tyler does his thing.
Thanks,
you.
Brandon.
Then someone created an account for the cat bird episode. They created an account called Thank You Brandon.
Cool.
And the timestamps are for 4 moments where the moments literally say, yeah, thank you, Brandon.
Nice.
Thanks, Brandon. Brandon, you're the man.
Brandon does
Brandon.
time codes
Hell
for
yeah,
the
buddy.
Joe code. This sucks and this is great for every episode. Well, what am I supposed to not thank him? Just Aaron will read that and be like, oh yeah, Brandon.
I know, but it's
Okay, yeah, Brandon did it again. No, I like that he does it, so I wanted to show my gratitude.
Just a guy.
Sarcastic, you people.
Brandon.
Yeah, he's a buddy. I actually know he used to come to the Comedy Store a lot, but he doesn't live
cool.
in L.A. anymore.
Cool. Shout out Brandon. Nice.
Yeah.
on the Obscure Mini Bowl episode, a guy named Dr. Tom says, "My lords, with all due respect, Jimmy Eat World is emo. Bleed American / The Middle / Hear You Me often talked about their mainstream emo appeal, but Night Drive, Polaris, Drugs Are Me, 23 on the Futures album are all good examples of probably more intentionally emo in sound. Disintegration is like a deconstructed Cure song. Would agree with that. Google AI agrees they're emo. AI fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But acknowledges the
know.
band
Oh,
hesitancy.
Google AI agrees with you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Acknowledges the band's hesitancy to call themselves.
Listen, I'm
emo.
Kyle Reese. I'm going to fight the machines.
Okay.
And more agree with the temporal label. With love, Dr. Tom. They're not emo.
I don't know. Yeah,
There's
no
different
thanks.
types of emo though. Like they're probably more of a mall emo of like I feel like people who are like
Well, like New Radicals, like because they did the video in the mall. Is that what you're
no,
talking
no,
about?
I mean like I don't know, like the emo type of like the Hot Topic emo type of people.
All right. I mean, once we're getting to there, we're breaking down emo genres. Is that what? Is
Well,
that
have
what
you
they
seen
do?
the Peter Griffin? Have you seen
And
the
that
Peter?
gets too. That's a little deep for me.
Are you getting the stuff on your Instagram though? That's like Peter Griffin, and he's breaking down like there's like Muslim Peter Griffin. He explains like Muslim culture and stuff, but it's all Peter Griffin. There's like emo Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin from Family Guy is breaking
Yeah,
that
there's
down.
emo
No, I don't
Peter
remember-
Griffin
I
who
don't
talks
see
about the
that.
different types of emo scenes, and he breaks it down for you. And Stewie has questions, he answers Stewie, and then
I haven't seen that. Aaron, you don't say emo for Jimmy Eat World, right?
No, they're just an American rock band.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah, I like
they have
that.
guitar solos.
We're an American rock band.
Yeah. Good time. I have a T-shirt that says Jimmy Eat World has the picture of a husky or a wolf howling, and it says "Good time rock and roll," and I think that's my most fun way to describe them.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm going to see them April 10th. Got pit tickets.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Come at me, bros. Dr. Tom, meet me in the pit.
Yeah. Doc.
Let's hug it out. Again, this thank you Brandon account comments with another time code. Thanks again, Brandon.
Yeah. Good.
thank you, Brandon. We'll throw a
Yeah.
couple in there. Thank
Yeah.
you, Brandon. Thank you, Brandon. Time stamp that.
He says also, what about Not Joe Average Joe Comedy Club? Not Joe Average Comedy Club. Like not your average comedy club.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, all right.
Come
Sorry.
re-see some comedy at Joe's.
Well, we were thinking of like if I could combine like a nacho, like a restaurant
Oh.
and comedy club name together,
Yes, the nachos.
because it would be
He
nachos.
nailed it there,
Yeah,
yeah.
I like that.
On the Julia Lee episode, Live Fast, Die Quick says, I think I love her.
Okay.
Yeah, Julia's
Cat's
great.
Oh, Julia, I thought
Do
it
you
was
know
Cat
Julia
Bird.
Lee?
Who's Julia
Yeah, I
Lee?
do multiple episodes.
Yeah.
Who's Julia Lee?
A comedian. It's funny and a friend.
Sorry, Julia. I hope to meet you soon.
On the same episode, Karma Kramer says, popping indeed. I don't know what that means. James Hayden says, incredible aura with the lighting, Joe. That was when we changed the lighting.
Oh yeah, I think the popping is in relation to that too. Yeah, but yeah, new vibes in here with the
It's
lights.
good vibes. Do you
Yeah.
care about your aura? Are you still aura focused, do you think?
Big time. Aura is a big thing.
Yeah.
Aura and the energy you give off is a real thing. People want to.
I
Maybe
agree.
think it's like foo or whatever people want to say, but
No,
no,
I
that's a
agree.
real thing.
Yeah. So I think aura is very important.
Human. Do you know what that means? Hue means light. We're light beings. So you give off
Whoa.
an energy.
Damn.
All right, that's
Never
what
thought about that.
that's the reality.
Yeah.
So like if you're around someone that sucks, you feel it.
Yes. And just not even just they suck, but
Yeah.
it's like, ooh, they got bad aura.
Yeah,
They're not
yeah,
on it.
you feel that.
Yeah.
They give that off. That's a real thing.
Who are some people in your life who you think have no aura?
I absolutely will not call them out here on that. But yeah, that's a thing. Next comment.
Next comment, we have back to Obscure Mini Bowl. Cool Cat's Corner says, how the heck did I miss this? Been watching since day one. I never let an episode slip under my nose. But hey, that just means more Joe Code to enjoy.
Yeah, these episodes are out every Monday. Don't worry, you can get caught up.
Back to the Julia Lee episode. American Cheesecake 2002 says, hell yeah,
Yeah.
new Joe Code.
That's right, cheesecake.
Brandon Tyler does his thing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Brandon, thank you.
Tomb or Tom B 9330 says, I think it's crazy To expect JT to pay $90 for we already covered this.
Oh yeah, we did
$90
that
for
one.
shrimp cocktail.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, because we just did the one comment.
Yeah, we just read that one comment.
Just be quiet about that, Luke.
Okay.
We're not talking about it anymore.
Okay.
Basically, if you come to a group dinner, you're pitching in.
just split it evenly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate when someone just I'm just gonna get one thing, then they take
Yeah,
a
no, if
couple
we
bites.
plan to go to dinner, come to eat dinner.
Yes.
We don't need to hang out with you. Come
Yeah.
meet us for a drink.
I'm just gonna get a drink. And by the way, those people always end up getting a little more. I just got a drink and I had a bite of all everyone's food. I go, well, then now you're invested in all
Yeah,
this food.
yeah.
Shouldn't have done that. Continue.
Yes.
We're all on the same page. Jesse Bryant says, "We need merch, Joe. Hope you got the $20 I sent you on Venmo for your birthday."
Oh, yeah, I believe I did. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know. Merch, we'll see. Yeah, someone created like a good design for me that I could possibly use for a t-shirt, but I don't know. I mean, I'd rather you guys just join the Patreon if you want to support. But, yeah, I mean, merch is also fun because it's like something you could wear, but...
Maybe
Yeah.
you do like a
I mean, it's-
digital merch, like
Uh-huh.
maybe you do digital merch, like a wallpaper or something.
that like people could use for their phone background.
Yeah, maybe something like that. It's a low overhead.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea actually. Do people do that?
I don't know. I've never seen
Could
it.
be a
But
new concept.
yeah, I'll trademark that. I'll take my 10 cents on every dollar you make.
Next comment on Julia Lai episode. Julia Lai? Lee.
Yeah.
Lee. DeBen, who has a photo of Big Ben in his avatar. What up, Joseph? Lad, just had a soft taco with steak on my visit to the East Coast.
Soft taco.
Oh, nice.
With steak.
Oh, I think he's talking probably about the Taco Bell. From Taco Bell, have you ever had the spicy potato soft taco?
Yes, I have.
Oh,
yeah.
isn't it great?
Yeah, it's like $1
To
too.
go to Taco
Yeah.
Bell?
It's on the dollar menu.
But you eat meat.
Yeah.
Did you ever add steak to it?
No, I don't think. I think
But
when you're on
now you hear that, what goes off in your mind?
I ought to try it.
Yes.
I ought to try it. I just think when you're on the dollar menu, I don't want to mess with what they got going. They
I'm sorry, Mr. Palisades. You can't afford a freaking extra
No,
dollar
it's
for
not
s-
about affording it. It's about like, oh, you guys curated this dollar menu. Don't make me like come in here and alter all your stuff.
I mean, I don't think it's one of those things where it's like, hey,
There's a chef back there. He's gonna take offense to like, oh, I'm
hey,
changing.
this is supposed to be simple.
Yeah,
I can't go to the steak compartment and
Yeah.
scoop any.
yeah. He's gonna go, what?
Just get it when you go.
I'll
It's a
try.
great
I
thing.
haven't been in a while. Last time I went, I got food poisoning, so I took a long break.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're always gambling with these restaurants, but
DeBen also comments, Hey Joe, this fits into what we were talking about earlier. Hey Joe, what did you think of Liverpool's win over Man City?
Oh my!
you know what? I got to tell you, Liverpool. Those guys, they ran hard. It seemed like they were barely breaking a sweat. I loved what they did out there.
Big fan of the endurance.
Just watching that ball being kicked, it was like a rainbow out there, the way it was just floating from one end to the other and landing on the other side of the field. I thought it was magic. What did you think about it?
I didn't watch it because that is dumb, and that's a dumb thing to watch, and you're dumb, and if you like soccer, you're dumb, and you're probably boring. You probably don't have a lot going on. You're watching.
Man.
You're watching a soccer game for 2 hours. Like, grow up, Jesus. Oh, the score was 1-0. Wow.
Yeah.
1-0.
1-0. Oh, my bad. Oh, the pitch. Oh, they're on the pitch.
What does that mean?
That's the field. They call it the pitch.
Oh, they can't call it that.
Yeah, I think it's because it's like it's
Uniforms, a kit.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
I played soccer when I was in 3rd grade, like everybody else, and then I grew up and I got
didn't.
over
I
it.
played baseball.
I mean, come on.
DeBen also says, I am hungover every Monday when I listen to this.
Monday.
Well, it premieres Monday morning on YouTube. Yeah.
So is he drinking on a Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay,
Why
me
not?
too.
You
I
can
mean, me
judge him
too.
for that.
No.
Believe me, I've been hungover plenty of watching these myself on Mondays.
He's watching the footy, and then he's getting the Joe code.
Yeah.
That was on the Eric Roach episode, by the way.
Oh, okay. What's the foot? Is that a
That's
soccer
football,
reference?
yeah.
Oh.
That's they said the foot.
yeah.
Dag Film LLC says Minnesota checking in.
Yeah, what up, Minnesota?
Brandon Tyler does his thing on the Eric Rocha, not the Jerry Rocha. That's another comic.
Yeah, it's another comic.
Great comic.
Yeah, I like Jerry.
Jack, our constant commenter, says, happy 70th to the legend. Aaron was also right about Salma Hayek, total babe. And Colin DeBoss in Phoenix says, facts.
Yeah, happy birthday to my dad. I appreciate you guys with the shout out. Yeah, I mean, there is one of the brackets we're doing now is 90s babes.
Mm-hmm. Carmen Electra.
Yeah, she's on there.
She
There's a
took
women's
down
side
Salma
and there's a
Hayek.
guy's side. Yeah, it was tough.
It's not right.
Yeah, Selma lost to Carmen Electra. What do you think about that?
You know,
According to me, Eric Rocha and Aaron.
You're splitting hairs, I think, when you get down to Carmen Electra and Selma Hayek. I
They
think
were 4 and 5. So
Yeah.
that was a tough matchup.
Yeah, that's a hard. Yeah, that should be like the
They should
championship.
have been
Yeah.
the championship.
So it's like, yeah, I don't even know what to say. It just was like there's just
well fought.
just like with Carmen, there's just a little bit more of a like Selma Hayek. Like I'd want to be like my wife. I feel
Mhm.
like, and like when you hear the word babe, like I feel like ooh, there's something bad about her. Kind
Yeah,
of a
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like I don't know.
Yeah, she's
It-
more.
it's hard to even really verbalize.
Her career was also. I feel like Carmen Electra was more like a poster-based career, as like a.
Yeah. You know what?
I had
That's
her air freshener. Her
Yeah.
Baywatch air freshener.
Yeah, that's what I think about Babe as well. Yeah, like posters, magazine. Yeah, I think Carmen like epitomized that.
But it's all like
But
Ah.
it's
still good.
it's tough.
Still
Yeah,
looks
it was
great.
tough.
Charles Kinboat 420 says, loving this new trend where Joe confronts queer guests with his own sexual frustrations. LOL.
I do it for a bit.
Wait, what do you do?
Because like
Sorry, what?
Julia Lee, who's on,
Yeah.
she's lesbian.
Okay.
So I'm like, don't you think it's unfair to me as a single guy that, I'm trying to get women, but
Yeah.
then there's also women who are going for women. How
Yeah.
do I stand a chance?
Yeah.
Because like women are so beautiful,
Yep.
and then me, like how can I compete?
Yeah. I see
And
that.
then Rocha, who's a gay man, I encourage him, please take all
Yeah.
the guys.
That's a good
so
take.
I don't
actually,
have competition with the women.
that's a good
all,
take. Straight
which
men.
Eric plans to do anyway.
Yes, but straight
But-
men should be the biggest advocates for gay men. If you think about it, there's a lot of straight men who are very homophobic, but really it should be no, please get out there.
I
and
mean, are
get
people
as-
still homophobic? Is that a thing?
Yeah, people are homophobic.
I
I'm
mean,
sure.
why don't you grow up? What do you like? What do you? I mean, did you get out of adolescence ever?
Yeah, yeah.
How are you homophobic?
I mean,
Even to be an adolescent homophobe is weird. I don't know. I don't know. I was never influenced in a negative way of that.
yes.
So I don't even know what
yes.
that's like.
Well, if you're still out there,
it's called I'm a human being who loves all. I don't.
yeah, of course,
fucking-
and me as well. I feel
Yeah.
like if I don't need to say that, but yes,
No, you can
me as
say
well.
it. It's a nice
But
thing. It's
you
good
should-
to be-
if you're
wanna be a
homophobic-
kind person.
But then you should be supporting the gay men to be they'll be collecting more collecting maybe it's not the right word, but taking men off the market.
Yeah,
so that
in
you
that
may-
sense, yeah, I see. Yeah, they should be encouraging and
Mhm.
yeah.
navigated that a little rocky waters there.
No,
but
we made it.
got
You made it through. You landed the plane.
It's tough. A bit.
Unlike some people.
Yeah, it was a lady, right, who crashed it, I think. Delta flight.
I saw
Whatever.
the movie Flight Risk too. I actually went to a screening of that. It was pretty-
And I heard it was terrible.
well, they
Matt
landed.
Damon.
They landed the plane though. But,
Okay, spoiler.
Oh, that's good.
oh, should I not have said that?
It's fine. Who cares? Jay's Main says, great stuff, Joe.
Thanks, James.
Jay's Main. Cbon6115 says, on the Julia Lee episode, we did that non-sports tournament. Sports tournament. something
Oh
like that.
yeah.
Can't believe darts didn't make the tournament. Gotta wonder what happened in the regular season.
Yeah, I mean, good call. I agree. Yeah, I love darts. Yeah, must have just been a rough season.
Darts is good.
Maybe just they hit the board and too many of them took a nosedive into the ground and got too injured. I don't know.
And then the final comment, we are all caught up. we've got Cool Cat's Corner on the Eric Roach episode.
No, I think this is the comment I've been
Yeah,
waiting this
you've
whole
been-
time
well,
for,
yeah,
honestly.
Yeah, honestly. yeah.
Okay.
But no, these other ones were great, but this
Okay,
is
okay.
one that I really wanted to address.
All right.
Joe, you wearing the Soundgarden shirt made me remember to ask, could you rank the Seattle Big Four? Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, Nirvana, Pearl Jam. I have a feeling you'll go Soundgarden 1, Alice in Chains 2, Pearl Jam 3, Nirvana 4. Would also like Aaron's opinion on this.
That is a fantastic comment, and I loved it. I saw it at home, and it really. I don't know how to do it, to be honest with you. I don't know. That's not the ranking I'm going to go with.
No.
These are like the bands of my childhood, and like basically when I like discovered like rock music, because I grew up in the era of MTV and music videos.
Were your parents against you listening to rock music?
Not really, unless it was like if it like sent a, I guess if it was like it was sounded evil or like sounded like a sent a satanic message or
Gotcha,
something, but
Gotcha.
no, they really weren't. Like, I mean, I can still vividly see like the Enter Sandman video, Metallica,
Oh, yeah.
and Jeremy, Pearl Jam,
Yeah.
even Flow, like Eddie's climbing up on the rafter.
Yeah.
Like all these videos stick out to me. Soundgarden's Black Hole Sun.
I'm prepared to rank them.
Here's the thing. Like, if you're talking musically, I cannot rank them. You're like telling me to say, hey, which of your children do you love more? It's like, I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. I mean, are you kidding me? These frontmen are true icons of rock. Okay, you have Chris Cornell, Eddie Vedder, Lane Staley, Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Eddie, the only one still with us.
Yeah. Crazy.
If we're going off music, I can't rank them. So, as we do with the brackets, I'll rank them in other ways that I see fit.
What about Aura?
So, well, this is what I'll tell you. So, number one, I'll go with Pearl Jam, just because Eddie has roots in the Chicago area. Yeah, he's a Seattle guy now and, made his career there, but he's a Cubs fan.
He's also San Diego roots as well.
Yeah, so
Covers us both.
he's a big Cub fan. I was watching a Wrigley Field Pearl Jam concert where Eddie was wearing a Murphy's Bleachers, which is the bar across from Wrigley, one of the bars. And watching him perform in that shirt, I'm like, oh, I'm buying that shirt. I've worn that shirt on here. And then when the Cubs won the World Series, Eddie wrote the beautiful song. Well, actually, he wrote it before they won it. Go All the Way is the song. Have you heard it? It's a beautiful song, just like someday we'll go all the way. Just talking about Cubs and that. And I remember the Cubs win it when they won it. Just crying, listening to that song. Beautiful. So Pearl Jam's number one for that reason.
Yeah, they are also my number one. I mean, unfortunately, they're the only ones. Like you said, Eddie's the only one alive, but they've also stayed together.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's also a good reason to put them. Yeah, they never kind of. Yeah, there was never any kind of rift or anything. Yeah, that's a good point.
Other
Aaron.
than the drummer, like they like Spinal Tap have had 9 drummers, but they've had the same one for probably 2 decades now.
Yeah,
who's ironically the Soundgarden's drummer, Matt Cameron.
Yeah, Matt Cameron.
I have a question. What is Pearl Jam as a thing? Is it? Sounds almost.
There's multiple things. I've gone back and forth. I don't know. I'll have to hear it from Eddie's mouth. To actually,
the Pearl Jam. It sounds almost like
like one of them said like Eddie's aunt had an Aunt Pearl that made good jam. Some people think it's like a sexual thing.
Yeah, it sounds like potentially male ejaculate.
Yeah, it sounds like that. They're huge basketball fans.
In
what Seattle.
Was this? Yeah,
and they were originally called Mookie Blaylock, who was a basketball player, and they couldn't do that because he would sue.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a guy named Earl the Pearl,
Oh, I
I
see.
forget what his last name was. And when he dunked, they called it the Pearl Jam.
Oh, I
believe
see.
That is
Okay.
why.
Now
that's
that
cool.
is very believable. That probably is it.
That's
Yeah.
funny how sports have changed also where that's so cool, but like if there was a band now called LeBron James, I don't think people would be super into it.
All right. So now let's rank the other three. So now we have Soundgarden, Nirvana, and Alice in Chains.
Earl the Pearl Monroe. What's his name?
Shout out
Oh,
Earl
okay.
the Pearl.
Played for the Knicks and Bullets. The Baltimore Bullets.
Nice. Baltimore Bulls.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, number 2, I'm going to go with Soundgarden. I guess just for my love for Chris Cornell and his skills as a vocalist, and I love his solo stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just a genius. He created a song, the song One. There's a song called One that's been done by probably at least 5 bands have done a song called One.
Based off this song?
Well, like there's multiple songs named One.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He created a song where it was the melody of the U2 song One, but it was the Metallica lyrics of their song.
Oh, that's funny.
Cool.
Did you ever hear that, Aaron?
No, I haven't.
It's
I'll check
fantastic.
that out.
And I just love Chris Cornell, and he also did a great cover of Patience from Guns N' Roses, who also exploded on the scene. Like that fall of 1991 was insane. Like their 2 albums, Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 came out.
Yeah, Guns was around
And
since like 87.
so just for the Chris Cornell factor, I'm going to go Soundgarden 2. And then it's like they really don't deserve it, 3 and 4, but I'll just go 3 for Nirvana because Nevermind is incredible. Billy Corgan called it the greatest album of the generation. And then 4, Alice in Chains, but I do love Alice in Chains. Like the song Wood, I would put up in my top 10 rock songs of all time.
Okay.
It's WOULD.
Yeah,
It's not
Okay.
a boner.
Wood with a
Gotcha.
question mark.
Gotcha.
Like
gotcha.
would you?
Got it.
I saw your mind working.
Yeah. Oh my God, what a sicko! That never even occurred to me. Oh my God,
I didn't say anything.
I can't believe
Didn't
that.
actually.
So it's like that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm not even saying. So that basically that ranking is just like, hey, what's Joe's personal preference? Because the music itself, I can't even judge which one's better.
I go Alice in Chains 2.
I like that.
Soundgarden just right behind him at 3.
Okay.
Nirvana at 4. But I mean, if Nirvana had continued and been able to do,
Well, yeah, I was gonna say just for anything to put them forward, just because they were such a short-lived, band, basically.
like I want to hear, that they released that song years later. You Know You're Right. Courtney Love let them finally put that out.
Yeah,
And
great
that song was very different from what they had been doing, and I'd like to see where they went. But we didn't get that.
But yeah,
Because she
that's
called
a great. I love that comment. Would you be able to rank those, or do you not know enough about those?
I don't know enough really about them.
You
I
should
think
really look into that.
I saw a Nirvana T-shirt at PacSun. It looked kind of cool, so I'd probably put Nirvana at 1. Soundgarden, I do know that Black Hole Sun song, so I'm not gonna put them at 2 because I know that song. 3 was what was the other one?
It's
Wait
either
till you
Pearl
hear
Jam or
Wait
Alice
till
in
you hear
Chains.
Spoon Man.
Pearl Jam
Yeah.
is cool. I saw another cool Pearl Jam T-shirt recently that I thought was pretty cool looking shirt, so I'm gonna put them at my 3. And then 4, Alice in Chains seems like it's for old geezers and sounds dumb, so I'm gonna put
It's
that
not.
at 4.
It's not dumb.
No, it's the hardest rocking of the 4, I think.
You never heard the song Rooster? Even
No,
No Excuses.
no,
What about them bones?
no. It sounds like Halloween music.
Also, take it easy with them bones. All right.
Sounds like Halloween stuff. Kind of.
Yeah, it does. It's a fun name.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. I'll listen to it on the drive home.
All right, so
Check it out.
all right, wow, yeah, we're almost we've had a lot of fun here, and that's the end of the comments.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we're gonna end the show there. Email people, I'll get to you next week. We'll get to people that have brackets that we've got into. If you guys want to help me update them, if not, it's fine. I know you're not like on the payroll, so it's like not on your priority. You're not. I mean, I'm barely on the payroll, so I'm with you guys. So join the Patreon. So yeah, I get it. If you guys, but hopefully those of you that wrote the brackets and you've heard the ones the last few weeks can kind of help me update it. But I'll go back and do the homework this time. I'll do homework.
That's good.
I'm a freaking sophomore.
That's good.
Okay, and I'll update because I made the mistake of starting way too many, and like I knew when that fan base was one. Aaron, I know we had some ties.
Yeah.
Between you and I, so I just was like, okay, I gotta go back and listen to this. But so yeah, Luke, fantastic episode here.
Thank you for having me.
So fun having you.
It's a pleasure.
And I'll see you in a couple hours, and
Yes.
I'll be expecting my $3.
But yeah,
in the parking lot.
I could give you the 3. When does this episode come out?
Monday.
Tight.
So
Should I plug all my stuff?
yes, please go ahead.
I'll be working at the Comedy Store at 6 p.m. tonight. No, I don't really have any plugs. Check me out on
Well, your
Instagram.
Instagram.
Check me out on Instagram at Luke.Binkow, Luke.Binkow. I have a sketch account called This Place Is Huge. I have my own podcast, The Radio Show Live. I'll be performing in San Diego, March 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Oh, congratulations.
I'm opening for Tim Dillon. He just asked me to drive his car down there.
What
so I'll
venue are
figure
you
it.
guys doing?
American Comedy Club. We'll be at the American Comedy Club in San Diego.
Oh,
I think
have
all
fun.
the shows are sold out except for maybe 2 on Sunday. So get those tickets. I'll also be in Austin, Texas,
Ooh.
March 15, 16, 17, 18.
Doing what?
They are flying me out for Roast Battle. I'm doing Roast Battle at the Comedy Mothership. The Roast Battle guys are flying me out. And then I'll be sleeping on someone's couch to do Roast Battle. Haven't really prepared for that. I have to put that together a little bit. That guy's also from Chicago, so maybe I'll make fun of that. But Chicago's great, so I would never do that.
Yeah, don't make fun of that. All right, yeah, awesome episode. Thanks a lot, Aaron.
It's truly an honor.
Thank you,
It's
Luke.
truly an honor
Yeah,
to
it was
be
great
here.
having you. And thank you guys out there. And yeah, guys, subscribe to that YouTube channel. And yeah, thanks a lot for everything out there, you guys. This is Joe Code, and I'm your host, Joe Marrese.